Before the Industrial Revolution, goods were transported by old, unmaintained roads, which made transporting goods harder and very inefficient. The roads had potholes and obstacles in them. If the goods were fragile, a good amount of them were broken before they reached the market, which made the price of goods and raw materials really high. However, the Industrial Revolution soon made transporting goods easier. The road's quality increased drastically during the Industrial Revolution because of the introduction of turnpikes. Turnpikes were private roads that were owned by businessmen and entrepreneurs. The turnpikes were maintained full-time using a small toll to pass through. As a result, fragile goods weren't broken anymore, and it became much easier and quicker to travel using the roads. Eventually, turnpikes connected everything in Britain. Canals also dramatically improved travel during the Industrial Revolution. In 1763, the first canal was built, the Bridgewater Canal. It reduced the price of transporting coal by half. The canal also usually charged tolls that made them very profitable. Many other canals were built because of the success of the first. For example, in the United States, the 363-mile Erie Canal connected Albany on the Hudson River with Buffalo, New York. Canals made it much easier to transport goods as well as people. Now it only took one horse to move 30 tons of goods and people with a canal. The price of transporting goods fell from $100 per ton to $8 per ton after the canals started to be widely used. To make transportation along canals even quicker, John Fitch demonstrated the first steamboat. It had 12 paddles and was propelled by a steam engine. His design was improved by many people, and finally Robert Fulton accomplished having steamboats to carry cargo and passengers. The next big breakthrough in transportation was the invention of the railroad. The railroad was first developed by Robert Livingston Stevens. After his invention, railroads became the preferred method of transportation because, unlike canals, they did not have to follow the course of a river, so they could go places canals can't. Within 20 years of its invention, 30,000 miles of railroad track was placed in the United States. In 1886, the first gasoline and petroleum-powered car was invented by Carl Benz. The car used an internal combustion engine, and it was the first self-powered vehicle that only needed fuel. In 1896, Henry Ford increased the efficiency of the assembly line to produce his Model T with interchangeable parts, which made cars more affordable to the average working American. Overall, these advances in transportation increased the momentum of the Industrial Revolution and made moving goods and people faster and cheaper.